Slight disappointment here at the Broadfield Stadium this afternoon. Only 20 minutes from kick-off and the game was postponed. Frustration, but I suppose the message to the fans is it's all in the interest of player safety, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it's out of our hands, isn't it, unfortunately? So the referee's got to make their decisions based on whatever they make their decisions on. You have to respect that. And yeah, it's obviously disappointing for everyone to be in the stadium and we're so close to kick-off, and obviously on New Year's Day with full crowd. Know that, especially with the atmosphere the way it was at Birmingham. So from our point of view, obviously we lose out on that. But yeah, like you say, when it's out of your hands like that, you just have to, you have to go with what the league rules say. And I suppose that player safety, etc., is the main thing that you have to adhere by. Because if anything does go wrong, then that's the reason for these things are in place in the first place. So frustrating because good New Year's Day game for us, but you have to control the controllables basically.
Yeah, and what does the sort of rest of the day look like for the players? Are you sending them off to the gym, or is it sort of just a rare chance considering the schedule we've had? You know, not to say that this will necessarily work in our favour, but maybe it will be a chance for a bit of respite for the players. What are you going to do with it?
They're doing some work now. They're doing some work in the gym now. They'll get as best as they can physical output. And then it gives us an opportunity to obviously have a day off tomorrow. And then prep for. Sorry, we were supposed to have a day off tomorrow. It gives us another extra prep for Barnsley. So we'll go and figure that all out now because obviously it does change plans and whatnot. But I just said to the players, I was like, you prepared right. You've sacrificed over Christmas, and we've probably been given the worst fixture schedule over this festive period. To be honest with you, I think with all due respect, it was. Yeah, I don't know how the right word to say it is without getting in trouble. To be honest with you. So maybe this gives us a little bit of a breathing space, and for where we've been put in one position, we have to use it as a positive as best we can. That's the only way. You get ready for a game, and you're looking forward to a big game, and obviously against a very good team, obviously in form. Now we have to reset and use this rest period to go to Barnsley and attack that on all fronts.
Yeah, and finally, just a big thank you to the fans, as you say, who had already started to make their travels for the second consecutive home match. We were about to have a sellout crowd, which is absolutely incredible, obviously, for the club, for the players, and for the fans as a whole collective. So a big thank you to them, and obviously we'll see them in the rearranged fixture. But rest up before a long trip to Barnsley again, I suppose. Yeah,
and that was the thing. I obviously spoke to a lot of fans after and stuff, and obviously so frustrating. And I think that was the brilliant thing was the atmosphere against Birmingham. It's definitely pushed the lads along in such a difficult game against the top team, and it was brilliant atmosphere. And it was a great night for the club, and then to do it again in the next home game, sell out crowd, and it was brilliant. So look, we just need to. I think this season's going to be one of them ones where it's all up, down, here, there, and everywhere, and we just need to make sure we stay consistent and keep being positive, doing the right things. And obviously for us, we still want to. There was. On reflection, there's a lot of positives. Obviously, the way we played for the first 55, 60 minutes, and then obviously the negatives in terms of the way that we ended the game, irrelevant of refereeing decisions, etc. We still expect better for ourselves. So it was a good opportunity for us to attack that. But we'll have to go and do that to Barnsley, a very strong team away from home. But again, another fantastic day out for the club another fantastic day out for the fans and the club in what will hopefully be a very good game.
Yeah. I'm just going to ask Rob, obviously the Stevenage game was called off. We've got I think it was the Wigan game for the FA Cup. Obviously you're not playing on. Are you worried about a little bit of fixture congestion as we get into sort of January, February?
Not after this week, no. Look, I think it's a game of football at the end of the day, and you just have to deal with the cards you're given, and whenever the games are rearranged for, you just have to deal with it, and you have to be ready to attack it and reassess in terms of what you have to plan for in training. So no, look, when things are out of your control, you can't focus on that. You just have to focus on what you can control. And what we can focus on now is our training the next couple of days, ready for Barnsley, and then obviously a week's gap ready for Burton after that. So no, you can't get too caught up on things that you can't control. If you do, then you waste energy that's not needed.
Absolutely, and I just wanted to ask about Antony Papadopoulos. He's recalled from Maidstone. What was the thinking behind that? Is it just sort of extra numbers? But he was going to start today. What are your views on Antony Papadopoulos?
Do you know what? He's been absolutely superb out on loan, he's someone that we really like. He's a fantastic professional, trains really well. He's got a goal in him, and with us sort of losing Addy, losing Harry, and not having a wide option or someone who can play wing back, perhaps to be fair to him, play a lot of positions, play the 10, the 8, but he has played wing back, and I think he's could be affected there. I've just felt that he deserved his opportunity, and I wanted someone who has the energy output that he has. He gives absolutely everything. He'll run himself into the ground, high intensity, consistently. He'll fight for every ball, and he's got quality. He knows a goal, and he can find a goal. So, like I said, on many occasions, for us to be successful and to survive, we need to be on the front foot. We need to be aggressive. We need to be positive. That doesn't always look like that when we play. Obviously, after Exeter, you have to take Junior off because it's his first 60 minutes, and that's all he could do. It's all he's earmarked to. So you have to take Junes off. But we want to attack every game in every way possible. We want to go and score goals. We also want to be solid defensively and keep clean sheets. And I think Paps falls into that because he works so hard off the ball, but he's got quality on the ball. And I think he's someone not just for now, but for the next rest of the season, whether in and around the squad or probably even further along, to be honest with you, because he's on his own journey of development. So, really pleased and disappointed for him in the same time, because it would have been a good opportunity for him, one he deserved. But I'm sure there'll be many more to come for him as long as he keeps doing what he's doing. And it's a positive for us that we have someone like Paps who's gone out and done the hard yards and is ready to come back into the squad.
Yeah, and are you expecting any ins and outs quickly in this transfer window? Or?
To be honest with you, at this moment in time, no. We might have one player coming in before Barnsley, but I think that all depends on getting things sorted. But that would be more someone to come in to help the squad. But I don't know where we're at with that, to be brutally honest, because just with the games coming thick and fast. But yeah, one of the reasons coming in, obviously, the recruitment at Gateshead, and obviously the way they do recruitment here is trying to add to that and merge them so that we can go and get players that maybe are undervalued elsewhere and add value and add strength to the squad. And I think as long as we're improving the squad and we bring players in that add to the culture and add to the playing style and that they improve us on and off the pitch, then that's all you can do. So yeah, I think everyone's working hard behind the scenes to make sure that happens. And on the flip side, making sure that everyone who's at the club buys into what we're doing, because it's going to take everyone, not just on the pitch, off the pitch, to keep us in this league.
Brilliant, thanks Rob.
Cool.